drive, and I got two careers. I got ambulance driver and male stripper. And I was like, I don't think that's right. I don't even know why they would suggest that to a high schooler,
Did somebody say
but they
something?
All
did.
right, we are live and hopefully trying to get good. You guys can be heard. Everybody say hi.
Bro,
Ooh,
howdy.
And let's see if the
Did somebody say something?
sirens
I'm
keep
hello.
saying
working.
stuff. We're talking. We're saying words. I don't think he can hear us though, so no bueno. But we can hear him.
Perfect.
Bang
Yeah, I
bang.
know. I'm just. Yeah, I get it.
All right, so aside from some minor technical difficulties with one of the players, we are ready to rock and roll.
Rolling rock.
He's connected to the table, he just hasn't grabbed his character yet.
I'm getting there.
Oh, now he can hear us.
Oh,
Yay.
he can hear us. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have you on speaker, so I'll have to change that.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll probably be getting an echo and not a
Reno,
scrambles echo.
ooh, where you put on your push to talk in settings and voice and video, make sure your output device is on your headphones because I think it changed your settings when you switched to push to talk.
Yeah, yes, I know. That's why it's yes.
Oh, it's just not
All it's
working.
giving me as options is default built-in output and HDMI, which I don't understand why HDMI. Let's try that. And I switch it to the little tilde thing.
Little
And
tilde
now I
thing.
can't hear anything.
Oh, a lot of
The
people use the
tilde,
little
tilde,
tilde
tilde.
thing. Yeah. That's a fun word to say, tilde. It's
Yeah.
almost as good as scuba.
I found out that that's what that was. Like I didn't know what it was, and then someone was like, "Yeah, the little tilde, like in Jose," and I was like, "Oh man, now I'm a doctor, and anytime I
Yeah,
can talk about the tildes, someone's like, "How do you spell that?" I'm like, "Oh, don't forget that tilde. By the way, I have to go to surgery."
that doesn't make you a doctor.
I feel like it makes you wicked smart, you know? Like
Yeah,
you're in on a secret that 70% of the population is just like, oh, that little thingy above the S, and you're like, oh, you mean the tilde? I'll be off to my helicopter pad now.
that's super funny.
I know I'm stupid, but I love. I feel like I'm in an elite circle of grammar people, which is ridiculous because I have terrible grammar. Feel free to cut me off anytime we need to get started. Just talking about dumb
You got
stuff.
quality streaming going on right here, man.
Speaking about dumb
What you're
stuff,
talking about?
so my brother realized the other day that you can get a PhD in.
Oh my! He fucking was talking to your mother about this while I was in the car and I was trying to
The
turn
wife in the
around.
background. I
Yeah,
love
well,
it.
you're right. So he realized that you can get a PhD. You just have to, waste 8 to 10 years of your life doing it.
Sure.
Uh, Getting a PhD in mythology and folklore,
Mm.
and then you could specialize in, like, I don't even remember what he said, but it was dumb. It was just
He could be like a professional Bigfoot chaser or whatever they call them.
essentially, yeah.
That's
Nice.
hysterical.
Urban myth.
Yeah.
Professor of urban myth.
That'd be a good job for Steve, though. Give him a
It
real passion.
actually really would.
That's not a joke. I think Steve would thrive there.
Yeah.
All right, so click. Why is that being weird? Okay, got to open up the map myself. So last week we had some goings on. Let's see how much you guys were paying attention.
Do it.
Start with scrambles.
What up?
You ended up fighting two different groups of people, and at first, what did the two groups of people appear to be? I mean, were they goblins? Were they
Sure.
skeletons?
They presented as vampires, if that's what you're looking for.
And what was the other group of people to the south?
I do not know. I couldn't tell you. I didn't even know there were two groups. I thought it was just one group that was split into two. So I'm gonna make a guess. Let's go bandits.
Correct. Correct.
Awesome.
So the ones were they had vampires and you had bandits.
Okay.
And Zorkel, Charlie,
Yeah.
what is the mystery that you all have yet to solve about these vampires?
Um. Oh, that's a good question. Was it about the wall?
As far they did something that was so
Oh, they
you,
knew all of our names.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew all of our information.
I had
correct,
suggested that maybe there was a real vampire involved with them that was giving them information or something.
correct. They seem to at least read surface thoughts or know your mind or have been watching you. There's lots of different um, theories thrown around. Any or all of them may be true, or none of them
I
may
think
be true. Who knows?
I think it was the potion that I accidentally
Can I
drank that was letting him run around invisible and stuff.
can I make a super meta guess?
Go for it.
I think these guys were player busters. I think are newbie busters. I think that the game devs put them in here so that you know when you come down here, you get a bunch of loot, and then when you try to go back up, you have to fight these guys because they knew you're going to be carrying a bunch of loot, um, and it's supposed to be more challenging than it even was for us, I assume.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
solid thing.
This is a complete guess, or you're
No, that's a
whatever.
complete guess. I have no clue. I've
The
never.
GM is just like, hey, here's all this free shit. Haha, never mind. And
Yeah,
he takes it
yeah.
from you. All
Well,
right.
like from a lore standpoint, there would definitely, if in a notariably, no,
Yeah.
something like the yawning portal, there would be these newbie busters that would come in and
Oh,
just
for sure.
murk newbies
All
and
day.
claim their halls, right?
Yep. I've done that in a campaign. We just sat outside of a
And
thing like that and just murked the new guys and stole their shit.
and they would like just use secret passageways and trail you, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
That checks out.
But that's super meta, right? So yeah.
Um, and it's not really that meta. I mean, it would be true
Oh,
in
fair
game
enough.
as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
I'll take that.
It's a reasonable
it,
conclusion.
whether or not that is factual, you don't know at this point. But it could be. Like this, it's something that Zorkel or Scrambles may come up with. I mean, that's why Glob exists. That's why most of the monsters in here exist, is to take out the adventurers who come down here. So,
Yeah.
um, it's not that far of a stretch that humans, bandits, would set up shop to do that. Um, so that leaves Reno with the final question. After the fights, and after you
Coffee.
guys had rest for a moment, if you look at the map, you see that you are now back at the entrance. Why are you back at the entrance? What happened after the fight that brought you back to the entrance?
I don't recall. We were having some people that were getting damaged, but I think we took care of all the damage. We were chasing one of the vampire dudes, I thought.
Remember, I started teleporting around everywhere.
Yeah, because I thought he was considered to be a loose end, so it would make sense if I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
So when he was teleporting and going through the walls and stuff, Taugen said he might be under the effects of a blink spell. Do you remember what was happening? Because that was after the fight. Do you remember what else you guys were doing? Do any of you remember what was happening?
I
We
do.
were looting.
I do.
Go ahead.
We ran into somebody. Remember? And Charlie had the ring on, and I kept pressuring him to talk.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I
front
still
man.
haven't put the
The
ring
chick,
on.
the
Yeah.
woman.
Correct.
Wait, did I put the ring on? I still haven't.
You
You did not have the ring on, but I've been pressuring you to put it on.
Yes, he's been
Right,
pressing.
right.
A lot of pressure.
You found a lady. And
A lady.
what
Turn
kind
it
of
to the
He said, "Lay it
hairstyle
down."
does she have?
Exactly.
Did you sing that, the Tom Jones thing?
Oh.
The time I did.
Um, that was not the lady you found, but it was,
Yeah, I was like, those are weird. What the fuck is that?
those are playable races. Thank you very much. You can be a giraffe person or a deer or a gazelle.
Just never go in a dungeon if you're a giraffe person.
Can you be a mini one?
Well, you can see from the picture, she's only about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but that's like having an alligator that can't swim. Like, why would you have a giraffe person that's not 700 feet tall? Doesn't make any sense.
7.
Like, oh, I got a bear, but he only eats plants. Why?
I have a giraffe the size of a Rottweiler. That would be awesome.
No.
A
It
house
would be
pet. House,
it'd be a gangly little giraffe that snapped its legs constantly. This little tiny thing can't carry anything. It'd be cute, but I don't know if it'd be useful in combat.
So, the
do we lose Mantha tonight?
she's connected to Fancy Grounds. I have not seen. I don't have my Discord up at this point, so I cannot see if she's there yet.
She's on now.
Speak of the devil.
Boo-doot.
And I just keep randomly talking and not realizing that you don't hear me.
So,
There she is.
come on, where is it? So this is they are not the critter folk. Oh, they're ungulates.
Yeah,
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Here it is, ungulate. All right, so
they have hands. That's weird.
Did you have to use your programming for your preferences to do the mouse activated talking thing?
I do not have that set up, so I cannot speak on it.
and no, I didn't do any programming. If you're talking to me,
Yes, you were the one that said you had it on one of your tabs on one of the buttons.
no. In wherever it is, Discord.
Discord.
When you say I want to assign push to talk, it then
Oh,
waits for the next keystroke, and whatever the next keystroke is,
okay.
input it receives, it assigns as push to talk. And so
Okay.
that's how I did my weird mouse choices and such.
I might have to try that. We'll see how that goes.
So they have exceptional sight and they have expertise in perception. Their neck is a foot and a half longer than normal, and they are naturally alluring. So they have proficiency in insight, performance, or persuasion.
Hmm.
So that is the bonus of being an ungulid.
For people who really like Zootopia.
They would fit right in.
Ah, hey Robin, and Robin is here. She's talking about she's the one who made them, so she's in chat. She's remaking almost all of her animal folk races. I wasn't sure if that was for. I saw her building it, but I thought that was for the Lord of the Rings campaign, not for 5e. So, raccoons or trash pandas. Yes, we have a raccoon critter folk on our Wednesday night campaign.
People are making this stuff up completely.
No, and Mantha plays a raccoon, a trash panda wizard.
I love him.
Anyway, um, the reason I brought up ungulates ladies at all is because I just looked in my images for lady, and that's the only image I have that has the word lady in it. Is
Wow.
the lady ungulates. So we got on a little sidetrack there. All right, so let me grab Where'd he go? There he is. All right, and Atomic Hero Squad's in the house as well. He was there earlier today when I was doing some Starfinder prep. So welcome, welcome. She made Tree Folk for the Tree Beard lovers as well. Robin said as well. Um, yes, so I like her hip. Mind's going blank. The hippopotamus people. Um, I've played.
Batans.
Thank you. The hippotons. They're awesome. I like them a lot. Um, so
So it's just a random player is making some stuff up, and then
It's called
everybody's
homebrew.
accepting it.
yes, but they're they're vetted. I mean, this is Robin is has been doing this for a while. She knows the where she's really good at balancing them with other races so they're not way overpowered or way underpowered, um, making them fit not only the shtick of the animal but also the 5e rule set. Otherwise, people would never pay for it. Um, so yeah, I could come up and make anything I wanted to, and there's some homebrew out there that's really insane. There are even videos on the top 10 worst homebrew and stuff
Like
like that.
what
So
about what did we make up some of those elemental things for Nosie's spell? Or some of those original?
yes, we made a couple of the original creatures for her CR level, level 3 creatures and stuff like that for her and things. Rhino folk and boar folk. Nice. Yeah, she did that for us particular. She made somebody wanted to be uh Rocky and Bullwinkle in a campaign, so she built rhino people and squirrel people and boar folk. Oh no, um Bebop and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They wanted to be Bebop and Rocksteady, so she made those for them. Anyway, yeah, so she's good peeps. She knows what she's doing. Um, and I have Mantha and myself and a couple other players that like playing animal people. Micah's even an owl person, and
Who?
but it's a different. That's an actual D&D thing that they're coming out with. So
From Unearthed Arcana. I
anyway,
mean, Micah in this campaign is a Minotaur, so
It's true.
Yeah, but that's a legitimate thing from all time though, with minotaurs and that kind of thing.
he's
yes,
still an animal person, though.
yes, and one
Yeah.
last little side rabbit trail since we're just BSing here. Um, Minotaurs are named Minotaurs because they come from the island of Minos.
Hmm.
That's where they came up with the name. There's a there's a podcast I listened to where the group was sent to this smithy, and the smith who was there was an Astar who was from the island of Ashton, and but he did look like a donkey. So he was like a minotaur, but instead of a bull head, he had a donkey head. That was a whole thing, and it was pretty funny. But the so if you wonder where the name Minotaur came from, it's from Minos. All right. So speaking of Minos, you guys were successful in answering all your questions, um, except for Manta. So the
He
question
wasn't
for
here.
you is how many of these vampires slash bandits did you manage to run away?
Oh, only one ran away.
It's a long pause there.
It is. I'm like, did I miss more? But I'm pretty sure it was one.
You guys did see one that ran away, and you were chasing him and throwing things at him and shooting spells and things, and he did successfully run away. Um, so there was at least one that you know of. So I'll give it to you. Yes. All right. So you're back. The lady has ascended and gone up on the thing. The bucket comes back down. And what would you guys like to do?
All right. All right, look, guys. All I'm saying is that we just rescued a woman, and she went up the lift, and fucking Durham's up there, right? And like, we saved her, and like, I can rub his nose in it. I think we should go up, get my curse lifted. I'm fucking hungry. Spend a night up top.
I will say, I lifted your curse multiple times, and you want to keep the feather.
It's a pretty feather, all right.
I'm totally chill with going up. I got nothing to do. I mean, infinite amount of time. Why not? Just run up there, say hi if you guys want, grab something to eat, sleep for a day, take a bath.
So as far as
What?
rest is concerned, you're not tired. You still have most of the day. It is 8:30 in the
Yes.
morning. You guys got up at like 5:30. So
Yeah.
it's been about 3 hours or so. Yes, you woke up at like 4:30 and then started adventuring at 5:30. It is now 8:30. So
There's a shower up there. Like, you know, been down here for a day or two, getting musty.
Jorkle, I have question. What is
Yeah, what's up?
problem with Turnham? He seems like very nice man to me.
I fucking hate him. He looked me in my eyes and told me I wasn't as important as I am, okay? That's the problem.
He reminds you of your father?
Let's go up top.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Chagan literally said it multiple times of reminding you guys that we can't just leave if we wanted to. So he's down.
All
all
right.
right,
So,
everything goes gray.
okay. I run around and I touch stuff.
And I touch stuff.
Anything in particular?
I don't know what room I'm in. I'm in the room with all the shields.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I touch a bunch of the shields. I fuck with them. I like run around and like put my arm out and like run my hand across a bunch of them, like ping, 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 like you would with clothes at like a rack store, you know? I'm doing like Little Mermaid. I've got gasmets and gizmos aplenty. I'm spiraling the bottom of the cave, touching everything.
He's got who's it's and what's it's for.
Okay. So for a little while, your hand goes through everything, and then you pop back in, and your hand doesn't go through it anymore
I
as
mean,
you knock off a shield.
can you guys think of anything I should be doing with this power? Because I feel like I'm doing everything that I should do, but Scrambles is saying that out loud. He's like, hey, should I be doing anything special or going anywhere? Or just kind of wasting it? I can't think of anything else I'd do right here.
My cat turned off my headset, sorry. Or unplugged my wireless
I
dongle.
love that.
Um, hey, Scrambles, if this is still going on when we get to the top of the lift, you should pants Durham.
Ooh,
Actually, maybe we should not go up quite yet. What if Scrambles falls from elevator?
Oh, that's true.
let us hold on to the rope.
You would go through rope.
But if you're in the material plane or the ethereal plane, you won't be able to grab the rope when you're falling.
Oh, so you mean like when I get into the elevator, it'll just go up without me?
Well, either it'll go up without you, or it'll go up with you until everything goes gray again, and then
You fall
it
through the
won't.
lift,
You'd fall through
Mm,
the lift.
and then you would poof back into reality right before you hit the ground.
maybe.
Then again,
Maybe.
Scrambles isn't
Or
going through the floor.
you might go through the floor. Yeah.
He's not going through the floor right now. He's standing on top of it.
But what if it's a momentum thing? What if he's got forward momentum? He would.
I'm
Did I
going
roll
to.
to know
I
that?
have a rod of immobility.
Hey,
You can't.
can anybody give me a boost? I'll stand on their shoulders, and then when I feel all gray and tingly, I'll jump off and try and fall through the floor.
Yeah, sure.
I'm here for you, man.
Toggin can try putting you up on his shoulders. How heavy are you?
Pretty heavy. I'm a big boy.
Are you sure you want to do that? What if you actually fall through the floor?
That
That
would
would
be
be the
funny
goal,
though.
right?
Yeah, but you would die.
Like, couldn't I come back? There's got to be something
Well,
under us, right?
it would be worth it to
My
see.
strength is 18 though.
I can lift up to 900 pounds.
Oh, we can definitely do it because I'm
Yeah.
cooperating and I
Where are
have
you
my
getting
own
that
strength too.
information?
What what if you fall into the next level below you? What
That's
if it's a
awesome. Isn't that what we
crazy
want?
open field?
Not necessarily.
Like what if it's a like boss dungeon?
That's true. What if it's like a Sarlacc pit or something?
Hmm.
Okay, you've convinced me. I won't do it.
Did
All
you
right.
get the
Well,
maximum from your?
Maybe we should just hang out for a little bit until
yeah.
this
I'm
stops
not sure.
happening.
That would probably be best, I think.
Oh, um, all right. So Zorkel, go ahead and give me a 1d 10,000, please. Do you remember how to
Oh
do that?
jeez. Uh yeah, it's how many D10?
No, it's slash DIE
Oh, yeah. That's right.
space 1d 10,000.
Oh man.
So thanks to Mantha8225 in the chat, we have a magic surge.
7808. Oh,
I like that 7808.
you would
Kind of satisfying.
from California. Ugh.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. Just seven's my favorite number, and
Hey,
808's the
California is
best
awesome.
Kanye album. California's not awesome, but
But consider what could be better.
Oh wait, is 808 an area
8008.
code in? Or is it 805? I thought it was 805. That's where the beer company is, right?
no idea.
I, okay.
I know 831 is definitely a California one, but I don't know.
I don't like that you're laughing.
Talking about area codes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that he's laughing.
is that what he's rolling for?
All
Is it
right,
an area code?
so
What if you got the same thing I did?
yeah, that would be
We were both just like teleporting around.
two of you roll the same number out of 10,000. Um, so all of a sudden, Zorkel, there's the ground underneath him rises up and a column appears, and Zorkel is 20 feet up in the air on top of this column.
Oh dang.
I need a
What?
Dex saving throw.
Onion, hey. This happened in the room that leads straight up to the surface and not one with like a ceiling that he would get smushed against.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the interesting thing. Okay, and then I need an acrobatics check as you fall off this thing, as you go airborne for a moment, land, stumble a bit, fall off,
Mm.
and bam, you slam onto your side as you hit the ground 20 feet below you.
All right, I should have tried to
That's
catch
gonna
you.
hurt a lot.
My
Brutal.
bad.
20 feet is bone breaking distance.
Could have been a lot worse. As you know, there is now a pillar in this bottom section, which is going to make it interesting when the lift
Go
comes
down.
down.
Oh yeah. How wide is the pillar?
5 feet around. It's
That's
a
a big
5
pillar.
foot square, and it's 20 feet high now.
Fucking big.
That's a big pillar. Scrambles is going to take his chalk out. He's going to write scrambled eggs on the pillar. Pillar of scrambled eggs.
I have the
I can't tell if this is a
the
good thing.
weirdest,
rod of
the weirdest
immobility.
kind of graffiti is just a pillar in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing because we could have potentially ruined our business. But
well,
also,
you would want to ruin
we still need
Durnan's
to get out of
business,
here.
wouldn't you?
Yes, that's why I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Sorry, we talked over you. Rena, what did you have to say?
I just said I have the rod of immobility. It can hold up to 8,000 pounds.
So he's talking regarding scrambles disappearing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything goes gray.
I will try to climb the pillar.
Okay,
Get
so
leap
as
on
you
and everything.
look up at the top of the pillar and think, I want to climb it, you
Poof.
go up 20 feet.
I look up again at the top of the portal, and I think I want to go to the top of the portal. What happens?
All right, sadly, you get up about 60 feet,
That's
Oh
perfect.
no.
and now everything comes back into color, and you start falling.
That's fine.
No.
Do you?
Scrambles is perfect at falling.
Is he?
All right, so first of all, let's see if you're
Somebody
able to
save him.
land. Give me a percentile to see if you're able to land on the pillar. Because you were above the pillar.
1 second, I'm grabbing it now. 52 is not terrible. It's also not very good.
All right,
It's
so
perfect middle ground.
you just miss the pillar and come slamming onto the ground.
Let's go with my. Well, I have time to fall. So let's think if I have anything with me that could help me while I fall.
I don't know what the game says it is, but 60 feet is definitely death.
Not in D&D. It's not.
Not in
Unless
D&D.
In D&D, you
60
take
feet
damage, but it's not that much. It's like 1d something
For a
per every 10
commoner,
feet.
yes, it would absolutely be
death sentence.
death. Because he falls. Wow, lots of ones and twos in there, so he only takes 16 damage. And then it is a acrobatics check of 16
To what? Land on my feet?
to not go prone, yes.
All right.
My cats just broke a bunch of glass.
Damn.
Nice. So you tuck and roll and pop back up, and you are. Yeah. Luckily, you don't hit Zorkel or Jackson, who are both standing by the pillar.
I
So,
like to imagine that Scrambles did like a superhero landing, like kneeling on the ground, fist to the ground,
there
that
you
kind
go.
of shit.
Doof,
He looks
in the
really cool
sand,
doing it.
in the sand. As it billows up all around him. Um, all right, so your legs are a little bit sore. Your spine is a little out of place.
Hey, we've been here before. Scrambles is going to ask Jackson, hey, can I have your rod of immobility? I'm gonna try that again, but with the rod this time.
Why so waitingly? I'll pull it out and give it to him.
And as soon as it goes gray, I'm gonna look straight up at the top of the hole and think about being at the top of the hole.
Now,
All
you
right.
might want to know how it works first.
I hit a button and it goes
Okay.
immobile. Right?
All right. Do any of what are the rest of you guys doing?
Toggin is hoping that he's not the next one to just start falling out of the air. It just happened to 2 people, so
Well, yeah,
I'm
he actually
I'll
got
step back a
shoved
little bit.
up onto the pillar. The pillar erupted underneath him. A little different,
still.
but yes.
Um
I can keep an eye
uh
on back here.
can we just Toggin puts a coin into the bucket. That's how you call it, right?
Yes, you had to put gold, and then you um, ring the pull the little string that rings the bell up above.
Yeah. Uh Toggin will put a gold coin in there and then ring the bell. You've taken a gold piece out.
All right, so it is for sure that you guys want to go back up then.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we
So
kind of already
what are you doing
decided
with
that.
Glob?
Yeah.
Ooh. I say we just leave him. He doesn't belong up top. What do you guys think?
If we leave him, will he not die?
No, he's at the bottom of the portal. He'll just hang out down here. Right? I mean,
You know I disapprove of all your handling of your minions, so you can do what you want.
what else would I do with him? I'm open to
You have
suggestions.
mistreated every single little guy that you had, so
Really,
I've given up on trying to convince you to
I,
be nice. So
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty nice to him.
okay, let's ask. Let's do a general consensus, and
Yeah.
then ask the DM.
Glob's number
Go
6
ahead.
right now. He was way better than he was before.
You made up number 6.
This is true. He's also not dead. We've saved him and brought him back from life. He's got a
We
backpack.
who, white boy?
When we met Glob, he was a goblin that was gonna die, and now he has an explorer's kit, a group of people, and a purpose in life. Sounds pretty shitty to me. Oh, we also feed him. We protect him.
All right, so the platform comes down and hits the top of the pillar
Oops. Well,
and stops.
well,
He's got to get up there. Pretty easy.
Pitons.
yeah, Python.
Well, it's only a 20-foot tall thing.
Yeah.
You could just boost each other up. Also,
Just nail in some freaking python, man.
yeah, but that ruins the thing.
What do you
I
mean?
mean, you
ruins it?
can.
That's true.
We don't have to hurt it. We're all 7-foot tall creatures. If you put your arms up, you are now at least 10 foot tall, if not 13, 14 feet tall. So we could just boost each other up on top. It's a matter of doing a pull up, which all of us can do.
We might have to
Except for that you weigh
throw
a
Zorko.
1,000 pounds.
I don't know how to tell how much I weigh. Is that on
Yeah,
the main
where's that?
page?
It's in your notes at the top.
So you
Right?
see a
Yeah, there
bird.
it is.
Bird comes flying down, and everything goes gray.
Me?
I mean, hey.
Is it everybody or just me? I'm confused.
Everybody
You.
sees the bird. Everything goes gray for you.
Okay. I have the Rod of Immobility in my chest pocket, like tucked in my shirt. And then I'm going to look up at the top of the yawning portal and try to teleport up there. Think about getting up there. This should work just fine because it just means that while I fall, I have to pull out the rod and hit the rod and hold on to it. And then just wait until it happens again.
All right, so you guys see Scrambles disappear again, and you see a raven comes flying down and sort of does a little circle around the pillar. See, and so it's about 15 feet up from where you guys are. Does a little squawk. Does anybody do anything as it starts to head back up?
No, that's for sure somebody's like familiar.
My I can bring up my wand of bird calls.
Yeah.
That would be a joke, though. Not anything serious. Excuse me.
You do it, the crow flies straight into the wall and kills itself. Wham!
I know, right? It's gotta be. I mean, we could at least get some sort of interpretation to how the bird reacts to what my rod is saying.
Does the run of bird calls like allow you to understand birds? I thought it just
Nope.
made bird sounds.
Makes a noise.
I'm just trying to remind myself. I have a number now in my head. I just wanted to confirm that that number is correct as far as how far down the the entry well is. So I'm just looking up that while you guys. So the bird, if your eyes aren't doing anything to it, it flies back up. Goes up above the platform.
It's sounding like a
Scrambles, give
puzzle
me a
in your
percentile.
All right.
Is this where we take the duck over first, then we bring the hen over, and then we bring the fox back, and then that sort of thing?
Are you planning on
9.
killing your
Nice.
party
Okay.
members?
All right. So as you get to right, you see the lip of the well, and make you start making your way over to it, and you everything changes back to color, and you're about 5 feet away from the edge of the lip. You're
Top.
out, so you're even with it. You're just out, away from it,
Okay.
about 5 feet, and you're able to give me a what is your acrobatics?
Insane. My acrobatics is really good. My acrobatics is +5.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to hit it as soon as everything turns back to color. So you're hanging there, and you're able to swing your arms over and grab the edge and pull yourself back up and over.
Nice. I'm
A
gonna make my
couple
way
people
over to.
look over, and
Good question.
everything goes back to the way it was. There's not very many people here right now. A couple people eating breakfast and stuff, but it's mostly empty.
Okay, cool.
What was your question?
How is Scramble's acrobatics +5?
He's dexterous.
Yeah,
More
I'm very
proficient in
dexterous.
it.
He's also a performer.
Uh,
He spent a lot of time training and
Oh, performing. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You don't naturally have that ability. It would have to be augmented. So
yeah, it was
you're
what I
a
did.
cyborg or you're a performer. That makes more
Yes.
sense.
When you make your stats, you can pick what stats you want to go where. I chose acrobatics. That's how.
Yeah. It's called
Um,
character creation.
I am gonna make my way towards Durnan to let him know about the fucking giant pillar that we summoned. See if
all
he can
right.
help us get it up.
He's not there. There's a woman in her looks to be in her mid-30s behind the bar.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "Hey, the scrambled eggs are down at the bottom of the portal, and the basket's getting jammed on this giant pillar we found. We're trying to see if there's a way we can get it up so we can sell it. Uh, do you know of a way to do that, or should we tip it over down there? Like, what do you think we should do with this thing?"
You say that you just randomly found this thing, huh? The that pillar that wasn't there 5 minutes ago when we sent it down for the young lady that just came up is now suddenly there, and you guys had nothing to do with it, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think I'm saying we had everything to do with it, but we kind of discovered it recently. That's all. We don't know how it got there or anything. We just we're claiming it as our own. If you want to, we can go down there and tip it over, or we can take it up here, whatever you prefer. We're just not sure what to do with it. I think it'd make a really cool staple outside of the tavern here. Have a giant pillar that says your name on it, all that stuff from down under. I definitely don't see anything this big, and I know Deernan's a fan of collecting things that are huge.
So you see the bird, a
I'm back.
different type of bird goes zipping down, and yeah, Robin, I know he did a softball there, but I just let it go, like Elsa. Um, and this woodpecker comes down and latches on underneath and that goes to all four corners and does a little mark indentation around the four corners, and then again in the center, and the the platform starts to rise back up. Anybody else down below doing anything as you see the second bird come down?
If the platform's starting to rise up, I'm hopping on it if I can.
How are you getting 20 feet
Platform.
up?
Oh, uh, that's a good question. Can I try to run up it real quick? Jump for the lift?
So you know that is beyond your physical capabilities.
Okay, fair.
You could try climbing the pillar.
Sure, try that.
So that would
Thank
be
you.
athletics, and it would be a DC 16.
Where's that? Athletic.
Can talking give him like a boost?
Oof. Almost.
So this is a smooth worked pillar. There are some cracks here and there that you're able to try to start gripping, but there's just not enough grip in
Use your
there.
mouth for suction. Suck on it with your mouth and hold on, like a starfish.
That's good advice.
Also, as you drop back down, look up, you realize had you climbed it, you still would have had the issue of holding on to this pillar and then getting up around the edge of the platform, which is 5 feet away from you.
Fair, fair.
Now,
Guess I'm
you do know that you have a spell that can get you there, or a racial ability if you haven't used it already.
I think
I
I
have
might have
a
used it
spell.
twice. Once.
I know you for sure used it once with the vampires.
Right. I'm scrolling so slowly on purpose, sorry. I have one cast left. Oof. Yeah, I'll jump it. I'll teleport up there. Fey teleport. Use my last cast.
All
Nice.
right. So he face steps. Whoosh, are you going to throw down a rope to the other two, or what are you doing as
I'm
the
going to
bird is
try.
underneath you? Tat, 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 tat.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought he was face stepping up to the elevator, not the pillar.
The platform. He's on standing on top of the platform, and the bird is
Right.
underneath him on the other side of the platform, tapping on the bottom.
I'll throw a rope over. Yeah, I got a rope. I think. Inventory.
All right, and so you tie off the rope to one of the guidelines for the pillar, for the platform. Jackson and Taugen, I need a athletics check for you guys. Climbing a rope is 10, so it should be pretty simple for both of you.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not have a rope in my inventory, so I'll
Oh,
let
I
you
got a 9. So,
decide what
I
you
have a lot
want
of
to do
rope.
here.
I have a lot of rope. I can use a rope if you want it.
Okay, how are you going to get the rope 20 feet up?
I have grappling hook.
You have a
Okay,
grappling.
It sinks right into Zorkel.
all right, so you throw up the grappling hook. Um, give me a percentile. No problem. It comes up. Tink catches on the side. Uh, but as you go to climb it, you get about halfway up and start to slip and fall back down. Jackson was able to jump up and climb the rope. So now the platform is starting to rise again. Give me
Can
another
I
athletic check.
can I assist by pulling the rope as she's climbing to
What
lessen the
is your
climb?
strength?
That's a good point. That's a fair question. Uh,
Talcon, you're the one I need the roll from
Oh,
because
you
you're the one
didn't
that fell.
specify. Yeah, you didn't say who you wanted it from.
I have a strength of 12.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, that's
And what
more
is
than
your
our commoner.
lift, pull, drag?
That's in my inventory tab at the bottom, right? Lift, pull,
Yes.
drag, 360.
All right. And Talcon, what is your weight plus your gear?
Uh, well, a lot of the stuff that's counting in my gear is in the room up top. But my normal weight is 300 pounds. Um, oh wait, I can like say that I'm not carrying it. Wait, hold on. Uh,
So are you wearing insane amounts of armor or carrying 50 days worth of rations? Anything that would put you above 60 pounds?
I don't think so. He's wearing
All right.
leather armor.
So yes, so the two of you together, as you're pulling, he starts climbing up. This time he's got a better grip and gets into the rhythm. And so all three of you are now up as the platform right as the bird flies up around you, and you guys are off the map.
Wow.
Oh,
And
we
Dang,
you,
left
sucks for the
Glob.
people who have to deal with that. I mean,
Glob's just down there. He's gonna get murked by the people going down.
oh yeah. Did we just tell Glob to stay put, or like, did we say like, hey, go hide somewhere?
We didn't tell him
n-
anything.
We didn't
correct.
tell
Not
him
a
Nobody said
single
anything.
word.
anything. You talked about him in front of him, but didn't say anything to him. Everybody just left.
Bye, Glob.
He's gonna wait for us and just get straight up murked by some people coming down.
See,
So
I don't think Glob would. I don't think he would
Yeah.
wait for us. I think he has no sense of loyalty. He was coming with us with the intent of becoming at least like number 5. Uh, and now we just kind of left him, so I think he'll probably just kind of
I'm gonna yell
leave.
down. We'll be right down, Glob. We'll be right back.
yeah, there's a whole host of creatures that have run away. One here, there, and they're all collecting together, and
Yeah.
there's going to be a massive army toward the end.
That's
One day
super
that's going to
friends.
come walking up to Phandalin, down the road
Yeah.
from to Phandalin.
And we're gonna one shot them all because they're all goblins. So.
Well,
Oh no, a 6th level goblin.
there's a vampire, a goblin, a bugbear.
Okay. Might be a vampire. Probably not. Didn't seem like a
Definitely not a
vampire.
vampire.
The scrambled eggs versus the poached survivors.
That's right.
Well, one thing that I know about that fight is that it'll be over easy.
Oh.
But
I don't
Wait.
have any more egg puns. I really wish I did.
hmm.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now that you're back up top?
I'm gonna flick the bartender my gold for returning, and I'm just gonna walk right out the door. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be back later. I've got to go see a guy about a thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So there's
Don't
no
forget another
communication
thing you
at
can
all
do.
from Zorkel what he's doing or when he's going to be back.
Yeah.
What are the
Just
other
later.
scrambles? You were telling her about the thing
A pillar.
pillar. She says she had thanked you for letting her know about it. Um, as the thing comes up, uh, you see there's a gnome and a dwarf talking about it and looking at it, and its platform is about 5 feet higher than the well, which is odd. It's normally the same level, but they raised it up and they're looking at underneath it and they're talking and discussing some things.
Cool. Well, if she's not gonna give me money for the giant thing or help me get it out of there, I'm gonna leave also. I'm
No.
gonna walk over to the door and sit down. Sit down at the bar.
Okay. So
Wait
everybody
for the
take
others
off
to come up.
1 gold because it costs you gold to come back up from your inventories.
I do not want to pay a gold. If she insists that I pay, we'll have a discussion because I
You
didn't
don't
get
have
up
to
here
pay
with her thing.
gold if because you did
Okay.
not use the
Yeah, I was like, I
platform.
did not use the platform. I'm not paying for something I didn't do. Unless she's really insistent on it. I'm gonna go check on Nightmare. I'm gonna tell Talgan, hey, I'm gonna go check on Nightmare and check on the status of some of the stuff that I've left up here, and then I'll come back at nightfall, and we should head back down in the morning. What do you think?
Does not seem
I
like
like
a
the
bad
sound of it.
idea.
Okay.
It might also be a good idea to find supplies. Like glue. We repaired many statues down there.
Yeah, we should grab some glue and some more rope and stuff like that. I agree. All right. Well, then Scrambles is gonna walk out and head towards the stable where Nightmare is then, having made a plan.
All right. So you have today is the 13th. So on the 16th is when your um, smithy will be finished
Nice.
for Jackson. Um, Toggen's room is good until the 22nd, and your dragon head will be ready on the 24th.
Cool, cool.
So right now, Toggen's room has all your gears, and everybody is when you go to check on it, it looks like it hasn't been disturbed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You go out to the stables, and everything
Seems
is
okay.
as you would expect it to be.
Perfect.
It's stuck in a small little side, almost like a long closet, because it's undead.
What
Doesn't need to move. Doesn't need to breathe. Doesn't need to eat. It doesn't need to be cleaned up on it. They just stuck it somewhere out of the way, so
They
it
just
wouldn't
don't want to look
frighten
at it.
the rest of the patrons and stuff.
Nice.
I have a question for you. How does the magic spells work if you're not in combat? Like, can I just do them randomly or not?
It depends on what they are, but most of them, yes. They just take up your spell slot, or if you're doing a cantrip, then you can typically just cast them.
Because I
It
have
is heavily frowned upon to do any kind of aggressive spell casting in public. It's like firing a gun off in public. Um, the guards typically don't like it, but if you're doing like prestidigitation or just using your
how about
staff of bird
magic
calls,
awareness.
then it's not
Magic
that big of a deal.
awareness. A magic awareness, I could do that.
You could.
And just to check our stuff and see if there's any magical traps. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. So you go up to the room, Toggen's room, and use your magical awareness. So go ahead and click off a use of that. And as far as you can tell, there's nothing new, nothing different. And oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Jack some and scrambles. All right, pushing you guys roll.
Rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling on a river.
All right.
Don't
Yeah.
do what
So
I said.
as far as you can tell, there's nothing magical that's different, and just by looking as well, investigating around, you don't see any kind of. It looks like everything's still there, and you don't see any kind of traps or anything else with your gear. All right, and so that is those three. So has been talking to you guys, saying he wanted some stuff. So let's go with Zorkel. What did you
So
want to do?
I was in Waterdeep before I got teleported to.
Yes.
Do I know of any enchantment shops that are particularly owned by elves? What would I roll for that?
What do you mean by enchantment shops?
Like people that work with weapons or magical items that are enchanted, like that have magical properties. Does that make sense?
Okay, so there's two different categories of that. There are people who just sell them, and then there are people who can make them.
Make them.
So uh, obviously, the people who make them also sell them, but the people that sell them don't necessarily make them. Uh, so the answer to your question is yes. You would know where both of those things are, and give me 2 percentiles. Okay. So there aren't any that make them that are exclusively elves. There is one that sells them that is exclusively elves.
I'm gonna go to that shop, the shop that's owned by elves
Okay.
that sells them.
Okay. And what are you looking for?
I'm gonna uh, ask the whoever's working if I can grab somebody. Um, hey, I was down in the Leonic portal and I found this feather, and I think it might be cursed. Do you know anybody that might be able to take the curse off this and enchant it onto another item that would be like reputable? You know, between elves, right? Of an elvish quality, I might say, right? Be a better way to phrase it.
Well, I don't really know that you can transfer a curse onto a different item. That probably would be a very high level endeavor. If you just want to remove it, that's a lot simpler. And that can be done by most mage guilds, and almost every temple will have a cleric that can do that for you.
Okay. Here's a good question for you. Do you have any weapons in stock right now that would return to me after I throw them?
I do.
It's
What are
called a
you looking
boomerang.
for?
Uh, Mostly like a dagger that'll re go back into my holster, so I don't have to go pick them up. That's annoying.
All right, so there is. Did you want to enchant something you have or buy something here? We can do both.
That's a good question. What do you got?
We have
Do you,
almost
oh,
anything
do
you
you have
could
any?
think of that would be in.
Ooh, okay. Um, I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just say something better than this, and it's just a standard dagger, and it just needs to return to my pocket. I don't. Just name a price. What do you got? I'm not picky. Give me your professional recommendation.
73 gold.
All right, I'll take it. Sure.
Is she gonna barter a little bit?
No, I've got I've got a mission that I'm on currently.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have a regular dagger. Okay, so
So I'm at 510 now.
let me go here, do this. All right. Besides returning, now the only difference is right now it is made to return to your hand. Uh, it'll take them an hour and 5 gold to make it go back to the sheath.
And another 5 gold, you said?
Yes, and an hour. They'll have
That's
to
fine.
re-enchant it, so it'll come back in an hour.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll come back in an hour. Thank you. And I'm gonna make my way towards a mage guild or somebody to remove this curse, and then I'll pass my turn, and we can handle that on the next go around. It's becoming an ordeal.
Okay.
Or
Now I
you
have to.
could have just gotten rid of the feather when I got rid of the attunement, my dude.
No, now I have to pay a bunch of money and
Oh my
lie
god.
about it. It's beyond that.
Yes.
It's worse for
Yeah. So
yourself.
you walk into the temple, and there's a tall person. And tell them what you want, and this tall cleric comes out, and it's Toggin in a dress and a wig. Casts the same spell he already casts. Takes your money.
Oh, but I
And
want
he's
to
the
keep the
hottest girl
feather.
you've seen in quite some time.
Oh my god, you
Uh,
can't keep the feather.
yeah,
You
they can.
can't get rid of the curse on it.
Oh, well, if I
All
can't
right.
get rid of the curse, then I'll just have to lie harder. Okay.
Uh, okay, so after Zorkel scrambles, anything else you wanted to do in particular that day?
Yeah, I just want to go to a temple and get healed. I have 17 wounds. So stop by any temple, see if there's a temple to Rakdos or anything. See if they'll heal me. I'm a giant scary minotaur with Rakdos scars and tattoos all over my body and a giant flaming axe with Rakdos symbol. I feel like they'll heal me for pretty cheap.
All right. And Jackson, what did you want to do? We cannot hear you if you're talking, we know.
I think I'm pretty good. I'm do my usual blacksmithing, make sure all my equipment is good. I'm
Okay.
not buying anything I don't think. I don't have any that much money anyway. I can't think of anything that I missed while I was not other than my ray of frost being more powerful. I'm good.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You would
Can I
not
make my
be.
ray of frost?
You can find a magic item that allows you to boost your
Oh, like the spell
magic.
that I have
Yes.
to boost something. I have bolstering magic.
All right. So you have Chaos Bolt and
I have bolstering magic. It was kind of a joke, but I mean,
where is your? I thought you had a. Um, cantrip. Where is it? Where is it? What is it under? I don't see it. Ray of Frost. There it is. It's under miscellaneous. Okay. All right. So that's you have Ray of Frost, and you have. I think. Don't you also
I
have?
have bolstering magic, and that's all I have. Bolstering magic is a spell under barbarian.
Right. That allows people to get back their spell slots and such. Um,
Yeah, but it also does something even better for people that are just not spell persons. My spell beeps.
okay. So if you want something that will boost just your Ray of Frost, let's see. Right now it is. You guys level 6, so it should be doing. It is. It's doing 2d8. So you
What
can.
about like my signet ring or something? Can I have that imbued with something? And what's that?
So if you want to have something that boosts your Ray of Frost, you can
Yes.
get something for 75 gold for each +1 up to +3, or you can pay 100 gold and it'll do an additional 1d4.
I'll
And
do the
they can,
100 gold.
okay,
Uh,
so they will. you would need to leave it and come back in 2 hours, and they will view your signet ring, and that will allow you to do your ray of frost to do 2d8 plus 1d4.
Very nice.
And it'll cost you 100 gold. So subtract the 100 gold. And
Yeah.
Toggen. So if you're looking just for normal stuff, anything in the items list that you have access to, if you just want to pay full price, you can do that. If you want to haggle, then let me know what you want and how much it will cost. And then I
Okay.
will let you haggle and see if you can get a better or worse price. But be aware you can end up paying more.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of started just making a list of the things that he's looking for while everybody else was going.
Okay.
So, ba 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 ba. One thing that he probably might not find is like a wand of mending, because that's a cantrip, and that might work better than glue. So that's one thing that he might be trying to look for. To start off with, and if he can't find it, then he'll just buy glue.
Is there a way to pull up all items? When I click items, it just pulls up my item.
Do you have something typed in the window down below,
No, I don't.
the search item?
Mm-mm.
So then you don't have the right books open then. So you would have to go to modules under your library.
Okay.
And then you want things like the,
5e background class and equipment bundles.
no, you
Oh,
want, go
okay.
to activation,
Uh-huh.
and then you want player's handbook. You also want, let me see if I, exactly what it's called. Yeah, if you type in equip, you'll see the comprehensive equipment manual.
Oh, there it is.
And that's actually better than the player's handbook because it has most things from the player's handbook as well as a lot more.
Loaded.
So
Okay.
pretty much the comprehensive equipment manual for your Acme equipment is good. If you're looking for magical items, those are hard to actually access as a player.
Oh, you're fine.
But you can, but the DM's guide would have it. Dungeon Master's guide would have that. Not that I'm aware of. I don't think there's a select all for the game chat. You just type it in the chat and that would go to everybody.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. For whatever reason, my push to talk button has been putting little tildes in the chat for every moment that I'm pressing it. It just keeps adding more and more.
Is that what
So I have a
your
lot of them right
push to
now,
talk
and I'm
button
adding more
is?
as I talk.
Oh, press Control A and then backspace.
Okay, yes. Now that I understand what
Beautiful.
you're now that I understand what you're asking, yes. Control A selects all.
It's still doing it though. Every time I
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're gonna
think
have
that's
to
because the
change your
push to talk button.
yeah, that would be the only way to do it. Just change your push to talk.
yeah, but he has T that works. How can he have a T a symbol?
Maybe click outside of your
Yeah, I don't
input.
know. I've never used a
Yeah.
letter button because
Okay,
If you
what was the
specifically
Panther,
for that
what was
reason.
this? What was it again? Something
you just
Control A,
gotta,
Control A.
Control A.
backspace.
and you should just have to click out of um your chat box to, you know, get that cursor removed.
Nope, doesn't.
Oh, okay. So it's happening in Fantasy Grounds. How do you do that? Let's see. I just
It's
reopened up
fine now that I know
Discord.
how to do it. But I mean, I
Yeah.
had literally all the minutes that I've been talking hit at the chat lane was so long. I've been erasing it, erasing it, erasing it. Still.
All right, so you can get a needle of mending for 530 gold.
I don't have that. Okay.
Um, it's a magic dagger that's disguised as a sewing needle. When you hold it, use a bonus action to speak its command word. It transforms into a dagger or back into a needle. Get a +1 to attack and damage, and while holding it, you can use an action to cast a mending cantrip.
That's great, but it's like super expensive. And I don't have that money. So, he is stowing that in his mind of things that he couldn't do.
Zorkel said he was loaded, so
Okay. Well, when Toggin said he was gonna go shopping for the party, nobody offered to help fund, so he is using his own funds for this. And he's
Gotta be more persistent about it. That's all.
like he's not like poor because we're adventurers, but like he's not super rich either.
Can you quantify that?
I mean, you can literally open up the party sheet and see how much money he has.
I'm literally asking you.
He has 570. Oh, it just changed. Why did it just change? Okay, now he has 3 less gold. He has 572 gold pieces now. Don't
Okay,
know
so
why it
he's not
changed.
he's not that bad, but he's also not anywhere near what I'm sure Scrambles. You have a lot of money, right?
Well, Scrambles is also saving for his smithy.
I have no idea how
Still
much money
money.
Scrambles has. Scrambles has Scrambles money. Jackson has Jackson's money. Where's my inventory?
I will
Scrambles
pitch
has
in towards this.
899 gold.
Yes. And how
I
do
will
you know
pitch
that?
in.
Open up the party sheet
Party sheet.
Yeah. So that's not
in
common knowledge
inventory.
unless somebody is keeping track of that.
Yeah.
So you do not know what fucking Scrambles has. That's my
Oh,
point.
for sure. Yeah.
Scrambles is not keeping an open tally of who does what. But if somebody says we should go buy supplies and they go out and buy supplies,
Yes.
if you come back and say, hey,
Scrambles is
you owe me 5 gold, I'll throw 5 gold at you.
That's fair.
yes, both of us will do that. That's the kind of people we are.
100%.
Creatures, whatever we are.
I also have money that is not mine included in my treasure.
Hmm.
So that is not an accurate detail of how much money Scrambles has. I have a note for how much money that is the party's money, and if you ask him that, the chest money is. Oh wait, that's actually never mind. Chest money is not in my inventory, so I take that back. I apologize. I thought it was. We have 5,800 left over in the money that was given to us from the house by a random donator person. So we could use that money if you wanted. I do not care.
5,000?
5,800 gold.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes. We were given 10,000, so we were given 10,000. I gave everybody 5 platinum pieces just to go out and spend on whatever the fuck you want, just so we could have some spending money. We spent 1,500 on manor reservations, or excuse me, renovations, not reservations. $1,000 on the blacksmith setup for Jackson, and that's why we have 5,800 left over.
We spent a bunch on reservations for a class that teaches you about manners.
Yeah, we're going to charm school. But yeah, if you come back and ask for, like, hey, I went out and bought all this shit, want some money? I'll be like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Um,
I just left before I even knew you were coming up to buy stuff. So
Yeah, she had
It's
mentioned it
alright.
before everybody left that she wanted glue and some other things, and then everybody split and did their own things. Uh, and then so she went. Toggin went out to go searching for stuff.
Mhm. I will say, Toggen's spellcasting modifier is charisma, so he would want to haggle on things.
for sure. Good call. The Scramble's able to heal himself somewhere. Do I find a
So
Temple of Rakdos or anything?
Toggin, as you're going in to the room, yes, Scrambles, you're able to be healed.
Cool.
Zorkel is there as well. So if you wanted to, you guys could combine and get.
Oh, we
Zorkel
end
could
up
have a
mixing.
returning needle of mending.
I mean, hey, I'm okay with that because we just.
It's just that you would rely on Zorkel to do the mending or to hand you the dagger so you could cast the spell.
I
I
mean,
mean, I think
Toggen's not specifically like, I want to cast it. He just wants us to have the ability to like fix stuff because we have done so much like impromptu arts and crafts.
I'm pretty sure I'm always the guy that's trying to force people to do them too, just trying to be real.
Oh no, for sure, Toggen and Scrambles have done it themselves. Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
um, but yeah, Toggen would be willing to help pitch in for that so that we can have that and Circle can feel cool. Um,
So
As I see Toggin walk in real quick, I'm gonna lean into the guy that's, helping me out and be like, "Hey man, be cool, just play along, okay?
what?
Just play along."
Wait, you leaned in and talked to like the store owner and not
The
Toggen.
Oh wait, I'm still at the getting my curse removed, right? Or am I back at the store?
you are
Wait,
at the store right now. Have we guys still
Oh, okay.
talking about the return dagger returning?
Oh, perfect. Okay, then we're totally fine. Never mind. Forget all that. But yes, I do want to say that if I get a moment with the store clerk that helped me out earlier, I want to tell him that. If I get a moment alone, hey, just be cool, play along.
So Zorko, you spend $100 gold on your dagger returning, correct?
Yep.
Or 75, something like that. All right,
Yeah.
so it would be 400 more for the needle of mending. So between the rest of the party, you all will need to come up with another 400.
mm,
Coggin, I'm totally good with like doing that, but between you and me, like just us, I was hoping to get some armor too, because I'm getting bodied down there. Like I'm hurting, I'm
I
bleeding.
I will admit I am also looking for better armor. But if I wear something too heavy, it messes with magical weave, so it must be light armor.
Ah, ah. So, do you want to go halvesies on this, and we'll beg scrambles for a refund and try to get armor with what we have left?
I mean, how much money do you have?
I have 510 left. Oh,
Okay.
well, I have 510 gold. I also have a ton of platinum and silver, and I mean
Okay.
literally a ton of silver. Um,
So,
yeah.
um, so Zorkol, the bard, has not haggled on this dagger at all, so Toggen is going to. Um,
Okay, so give me a charisma check.
it's gonna be persuasion. Um,
You should haggle on the needle. It's more expensive than the dagger.
well, no. We are combining both the dagger and the needle
Oh, so for
into
a
one
total of
item.
400. Okay.
No, for a total of
Right now
500.
it's 500.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't understand what it does then. So the dagger comes back to his pants, and we're paying $500, 500 gold for a returning
so
dagger.
In addition,
And
here, this
it
is
meant
I'll show you that's what you can read what it does in the chat. In addition to what it does in the chat, it also, when after he throws it, returns um, to his scabbard. So go ahead and make your roll, Tauber.
Zorkel, do you want to help at all?
yeah. No, I won't help, but I will give you a bar.
You're not like you're not proficient in persuasion?
Oh,
Giving
I'm
you
really proficient in persuasion.
Okay. So Zorkel's going to help.
Yeah, yeah, I'll help. I'll help.
Oh my gosh.
I'll still give you a bardic inspiration though.
all right. So go ahead and roll the 1d6. I don't even think it can be used for this, but that's fine. We'll say it will. All right. So
Mending.
23
What
is
does the mending cantrip do?
7.
Uh it mends things. It fixes them with it. If they fit within like a 1 foot cube, I think,
Okay.
it will
Like you
fix
can fix
something.
statues and shit like that we've been
So
trying
you
There
to
you
can
go.
do.
fix statues.
All right. And so you have, I'm looking for back to my items. All right. So that was 23 is 8. So he'll let it go for 425. So you have 325 that you have to come up with.
Okay.
That is 100 and sorry, shit, I'm bad at math.
So we'll say
163
326.
each.
So it's 113 each.
113 each. Yeah, I'll go with that.
I mean, um, you got me doing it. 100 and uh, so you need 320. So it's 160, 163 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Italian puts that in. Just
Same.
straight up. Let me. You said it was 163?
Yes.
Let me pull up a calculator here. Yeah.
Cool. I've got that. Um, wow. We did
All right,
stuff.
guys. It is 7:30. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
You mean 738.
Yes. So 7:48.
Cool. Perfect.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Alrighty, we are back and ready to get going. Just finishing up with your special weapon. Alright, and I'm going to get rid of your returning dagger. Alright, there we go. So you now have that, and it should be ID'd. And let's make sure it's in your actions. Ammo is 1. Actually, I'm just going to make the ammo 10 just because it keeps coming back to you, so it doesn't matter how many times you throw it. And you can just clear it out after every fight.
Okay.
That is not. Yes, that's thrown. Yep, and it's already coded. Gives you +1 attack, +1 damage. All right, and so as far as they would do a dispel magic would be the only way that they could remove it from the feather.
Sorry, my headset died a couple seconds. It keeps doing this weird thing. It turns off and turns back on. Last I heard, we talked about the ammo, and it would go back.
So to get rid of to keep the feather and get rid of the curse requires a dispel magic, and it would cost 338 gold. No,
Oh, dang.
238 gold. But you would keep the feather and it would no longer be cursed.
How much to just uncurse me, and you guys can keep the feather?
So that is much cheaper. That is only remove curse. That would be 54 gold.
Oh, dang.
Chew him down, man. I mean barter.
All he
Then
has to
just
do
have
is ask
Tog.
Toggin, and Toggin will do it for free.
Yeah, that's
So if
kind of
he's
where I'm at.
all about the money, then he can just ask Toggin. Otherwise, for a
Oh,
third level spell, 54 gold is a really good price.
this is a hard one. Can Zorkel swallow his pride? No, I don't think he can. I'll pay the 54 gold.
Okay. All right. So we will remove the feather from you. Now you can buy a green feather.
Nah, I'll just lie. It'll be easier.
Sorry, I'm back now. I'm just late.
All right. So there you go. So at this point, and scrambles, they say they would be able to remove this blinking from you for 84 gold.
No, Scrambles does not care about the blinking.
Okay.
Scrambles is fine. He'll blink all day for the rest of his life if that's the case.
All right.
I'll make it a part of my character.
So
I mean,
there is no specific gold amount, but it is common for somebody to either do do something in trade or give a donation when you are healed.
I will. I will give 5 gold for healing me. I'll take it out of my crap.
Okay. All right. So talking besides are you guys just looking for regular armor? You already have studded leather, Zorkel. So are you looking for what kind of armor are you
It
looking for?
should probably be magical if you can afford it.
I was hoping for something magical, but I think I would be good with some sort of scale mail.
Because you have almost 1,000 gold.
Correct.
Actually, you have more than 1,000 gold when you combine everything together.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was like, yeah, let's get a little bit of an upgrade here. Um,
if Zorkel gets new armor, can I pay to have them like refit his old armor to work on me?
I have armor that you can have, and you've seen me try to give to Zorkel twice.
I can
and
only
it's
wear light
better than
armor.
Uh,
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is no, but studded leather is not very expensive.
That's fair. Do they? Sorry, I'm kind of interrupting here, but like, do they have any other kinds of light armor?
that's cool.
That is cool.
that is cool.
It's between 5,000 and 50,000 gold. 5,000 and 50,000 gold. It's dragon scale mail.
Sick.
Gain +1 to 2 armor class. Advantage against saving throws against being frightened and breath weapons of any dragons. And you have resistance to one type of damage done by dragons. And you can also discern the distance and direction to the closest dragon within 30 miles of you. That is the same type of the armor.
This is medium.
Wow.
That's cool.
And it gives you normally a base armor class of 14. So you would have armor class of 15 plus up to 2 more for your dex.
Is that a medium armor or light armor?
That's scale mail. That is
Oh,
um,
okay, yeah. You said between 50 and 50,000 gold.
between 5,000 and 50,000 gold.
Oh, dang! I only have 1,000.
Um,
That is cool
12
armor though.
light armor. All right,
Target
so
currently has leather armor, so anything that's like an improvement from that would be appreciated.
Studded leather's only like 40, 45 gold.
Hmm.
you can get Ersatz leather scale, which you use your full dex bonus and gives you an armor class of 12, and that full price is 6 gold. So if you're looking for
There's nothing in between.
That sounds like free.
Toggin, for um, Acme scale mail is 50 gold. For Zorkel, and the problem with that is the weight. It weighs 45 pounds,
Ooh,
but it gives you AC bonus of 14, and up to 2 for your dex. Um, there's scale mail of resistance You just pick the flavor of resistance you want. There's also +1.
I'm gonna make a huge adventuring decision based on 2 dungeons that I've been in. Well, 1 dungeon. Every time that Taugen or I have been downed, any party in the member, or any party member actually, since we've been down the Tomb of the Mad Mage, have been downed from random spears. I would love dragon, or not dragon, just scale mail of piercing resistance.
No, it's the
Oh,
elemental.
Elemental.
Acid,
oh,
cold, fire,
elemental.
force,
I see.
lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, thunder.
Fire would be good. I'll do fire. Yeah.
I mean, that was a good like thought process though. Um, ba, 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 ba. It looks like the sorry, I looked it up in the thing. It looks like the Ursat's leather scale gives disadvantage to stealth. Are there any that do not do that?
I don't know if studded leather does.
Um,
I feel like Taugen has spent a fair amount of time with scrambles and probably knows what type of scrambles, what armor scrambles wears. Would you say that's a safe assumption?
Yes.
Scrambles has mithril. It is badass and does exactly what you're looking for, and it's not that crazy expensive. I just feel like it's the only thing you guys haven't asked about, and these
well,
are elves you're talking to, so maybe ask the elves if they have mithril armor.
Oddly enough, mithril doesn't come from the elves. It comes from the dwarves, but is purchased from the dwarves by the elves.
So it comes from the elves. You can't say that you buy crack from the guy on the corner, but it's not really his crack. It's his fucking crack. Anyway,
So what I so where did
my
I know that? If
my
it,
mithril train armor is under 500 gold, so it does everything that Taugen is asking for, and it's magical, so it'll fit him. I just feel like
wouldn't I already know that information?
Taugen has definitely seen scrambles sneak around and do crazy shit. So
Yes, Jackson knows that information as well. That's pretty much common knowledge.
yeah,
You can also get adamantine, which means you are immune to crits.
that's badass.
cool.
That is pretty badass. Is that heavy though?
It's the same um, as far as weight is concerned. It's the same weight as regular scale armor. And I'm not sure why you're focused on scale. You can also get chain. You can get
Oh, because that was just
plate.
what.
You can get other, depending on what you're
Yeah,
proficient in.
that was just the best option I saw. When I looked at the items, I actually forgot mithril was a thing and other things were a thing until Micah said it. I'm not gonna lie,
I
because
just
I was
figured
Yeah.
you
so
guys had beat
focused
around the
on this.
bush enough, and I was like, how is no one asking about mithril armor?
It
Uh,
totally went over my head, dude.
You're good. No
Not even gonna
worries.
honestly,
lie.
it's
Thank you.
because I have like the items open and it doesn't show up in the armor lists.
Mm,
Or maybe I
wait.
don't have the right modules open.
Same.
Now I did get mine off a
Honestly, I have
dead
no fucking
person,
idea what
so
you're talking about. So
I can't. I posted it in the thing if you want to
Mithril
look
is
at
in
it.
the comprehensive equipment manual, which I mentioned opening before. So you should have access to Mithril.
I did
I
pull
also
that one
posted it
open.
in the thing if anybody wants to
It
read it.
doesn't show up when
Yeah.
you click the armor at the top, so let me
Yeah.
just look
I
it
don't
up.
know about
But yeah,
that.
description:
I,
mithril is
I
a
just
light,
type it
flexible
in
armor.
on the
Its
bottom.
chain breastplate can be worn under normal clothes. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity checks or has a stealth requirement, the mithril version of the armor does not.
Yeah, Mithril doesn't show up when I type it into the comprehensive equipment manual. So maybe it just shows up for the DM.
Mine just shows up trade bar mithril
Mm-hmm.
under items.
I got mine off a dead guy, so
Scribbles
Well,
is like, this fits me. It works.
either way, just to move on, I'll lean into the shopkeeper and say, "Hey, do you have anything of elven quality?"
Oh my god, just
So they have this scale mail over here It's on sale. He'll give it to you on a special price. It's normally 100 gold. It would be 75 for you. This suit of armor is called Scale Mail Armor of Gleaming,
Oh my gosh.
and it
Um,
never gets dirty.
You had me at gleaming.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 100% in. 75 gold? Just, yeah, you can take
Correct.
that away from my M4. Yeah. Let me just deduct that from my gold real
He's
quick.
a bard. He needs glamour and panache.
I'm a
Finish is
He
a
must
dish.
always look
College of
pretty.
Glamour bard.
All right, and he will give you 20 gold for your studded leather.
You said 75 for the.
Right, so it's 55 because he's giving
Okay,
you 20 for your studded leather.
sweet. $239 left.
Is it red leather, yellow leather?
There you go.
And let's
Red
make
leather.
sure it is equipped. There it is. All right, so that puts you at armor class. Oh, your deck sucks. That's why. So your armor class is 15.
Yeah, it's like his character that should be bargaining about everything and never bargains, not even one time, has a charisma of 1,000. He put all the stats in a charisma and doesn't use it. He's got a ring of arousal he could put on and just fuck the shopkeeper and get it for free.
We still don't know what it does. We
We don't
just
know
know
it
we
does
gave it to
not do that
Zorkel.
though. We don't know it doesn't not do that. That's my
He
logic.
could just try, you know.
Oh,
It's not gay if you get mithril out of it.
And lock you two in a room to see
It's
what
not
happens.
gay if it's prostitution.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
role playing, damn.
Your character is like one step away from being Billie Eilish, so
I just want to be pretty and important, okay?
it's true.
I'm like Paris Hilton.
Oh my god.
Don't we all like Paris Hilton?
So studded leather is an armor class of 12. Does not cause disadvantage on stealth, and it's 45 gold for Acme studded leather.
It's studded for your pleasure.
Taugen.
Honestly, yeah. Even if it, I think, just gives one bonus to his AC, that's attacks that can't hit him that would have hit him before. So he said that is.
They also have
Wait.
same thing, the resistance. They have +1. They have. Let's see, what does this do? So they have last stand studded leather. If you die while wearing the armor, it is destroyed, and each celestial, fey, and fiend within 30 feet of you must succeed on a 15 saving throw or be banished to its home plane of existence.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm just gonna hear the shopkeeper
That's
explaining
all it
this and go,
does.
no, no.
Ass.
But it requires me dying while wearing it, so.
I don't care if you die. If you die, what good's that gonna do everyone? If you die, I get banished.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to think of the party. Okay.
A good banishing is awesome once in a while.
That'd be so funny though.
So
Somebody
they
wears
have
the armor without knowing, and then just they die. They get one shot or something, and Zorkel just goes poof. He's just
cast off
gone.
studded leather, which doesn't. You can take off this armor as an action instead of the 5 minutes it normally takes you to take off armor.
Mm.
They have glamored studded leather, which never gets dirty.
Can you get the cast leather? I know this isn't for me. I'm just asking. Can you get the cast leather and have them as like snap-on pants that you rip off?
Oh my
Away pants, it's hysterical.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chaps.
Get a cod piece. So
Yep.
it whips away into like a
god.
pearlescent cod piece.
+1
This is
chaps.
wild.
So you also have the Mariner's studded leather, which you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed, and in addition, if you start to turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet toward the surface,
Yeah, but you suck ass at baseball, so
and is decorated with fish and shells.
How much does doing the the +1 or the resistance armor, like how much does it add to the cost?
So, what kind of resistance do you want?
I forgot what the options are.
Acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, thunder.
That's a lot.
seduction.
Force.
Force would be 500.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He will just get the normal ass studded leather.
You know what, Toggin? If you want it, I got it.
He doesn't like
The
he's
plus
more
1
like
is
asking.
300.
What does it add a +1 to? Just your.
Your armor class.
Oh, duh. Okay, let's do the +1 then. If it +1 studded leather. Uh,
Again, boy.
and Tagan is going to try haggling on it because the bard is not.
It's a suit that cleans itself. How am I supposed?
You haggle.
They say, "Hey, it's 500." You say, "How about 4?" And then you wink at them with your dumb elf eyes,
Oh my gosh.
and they go, "Of course. You're so beautiful. We'll give it to you for free." Now you're dating someone from the armor hall.
All right, and where is your leather? Okay,
uh,
it's 10.
Red
I
leather,
think
yellow
you're
leather, 3 times.
stereotyping my bar. I don't like
Okay.
it.
Turn this on. There we go. And where's your leather?
It
Take it
is
off.
back.
And all right, so that now gives you 16
Wow.
armor class.
Wow.
Uh, do you want me to roll to haggle to see if he can get it cheaper?
The starting cost for stuff +1 leather armor is 500 and goes up to 5,000. So the 300 is
Ah,
half the price
that's
of the
already
starting
expensive.
cost of a magical item.
Okay,
So no.
never mind. No, yeah. There we go.
For
I
this
got
one particular thing, no, because you're already getting it really.
Yeah, I got you. Uh,
All
well,
right.
we have
Anything else
purchased.
you guys wanted to get?
Yes. Toggin. Storkel, are you done with the stuff that you were doing? Do you want to come shopping with him, or?
I'm going. I'm following Toggin. Yes. Racking.
Okay. Um, let me just type out what he's. Uh, that's his shopping list. Uh, he's looking for oil flasks because scrambles and he used them, and
Those
it
are
was
in the.
kind of fun. Yeah, and
You should be able to
uh,
find those.
yeah. He wants to find feathers and dye or just colorful feathers. Uh, for Zorkel because he's kept holding on to that stupid green feather and he's over it. um, uh, and like colorful chalk so that Scrambles can have fun while writing on the walls.
That's funny.
All right, so you're able to get one of those. Where did it, there it goes. Okay. Why don't I see it? What's it called? It should be called that. Yeah. Try that again. Oh, that's what happened. There we go. So you're able to find the feather. Chalk is also in the list. Chalk will cost you. It's a copper a piece.
How many colors are there? He's gonna get like one of each, I guess.
There are, it's like there's 8 colors.
He's
Does
gonna
it
get 8.
infuse puce and
FSH Smo,
vinegar?
welcome. You're up late. Appreciate you stopping by. We're there doing some shopping, some high quality streaming right here. Getting some
For sure.
chalk. So it's the traditional crayon, traditional Crayola colors.
Give them something to chalk about.
Yeah, don't chalk it up to nothing.
I hate you both so much sometimes.
Sometimes
Oh,
my aim is to make that all of the time.
oh, that was so funny, but it caught me so up. I hate they're so good.
So FSH Smo does live streaming. So check him out. He does some pretty cool stuff like um, mine's from Lord of the Rings, and stuff. So
That's
um,
cool.
Ooh,
you should give him a follow. Check him out. So it's just you already have a chalk piece in your inventory, so you can change that amount to anything you want. And if you want to go through the trouble, you can go through and open them up and change the colors.
Nice. Um,
They're a copper piece. You gotta spend the copper though.
yes. It's two. Math is just hard. One.
Oil is also in the book.
Yeah, I already did that
Okay.
and took out the silver pieces for that.
You can get an 80
Um,
pint cask
that might be a
for
little bit.
weighs 100 pounds. Be like Zorkel carrying around a chest, except you're carrying a cask on your back of oil.
if anybody says anything, say don't cask about it, okay? Don't cask, don't tell.
Oh,
Bam.
You also buy an oil can for 6 gold. Holds up to a pint of oil. You go,
Why would that be different than getting a flask of oil? Why is it so much more
because
expensive?
it's a can. You put the in the can, and then it's like the Wizard of Oz. You then metal contraption includes a squeezable handle or plunger, a pumping tank, and a long, thin applicator. Forces to
Oh, so it's
measure
like
the oil
WD-40.
out of the applicator, typically to oil axles or similar devices.
Yeah, it's
Its
like
primary
WD-40.
use for adventurers is to silence the hinges of noisy doors.
Oh, that's funny.
So instead of having to dab your finger into the oil and then wipe it on the hinge, you use a little oil can.
See, I don't think this party particularly cares about how squeaky our doors are when our plan is,
Boom.
okay, everybody ready in action, scrambles, throw open the door.
Yep.
Okay, I have bought oil. Can he buy like dye for the feather? Make it very pretty.
It's an angel wing. You mean any color you want it to be.
Oh, is it? Okay. Um.
If you want to paint it, you can paint it, but then it ruins the feather.
Okay.
If you want to take
Never
it
mind.
to a clothier or a dyer, then they could probably dye it for you.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll make it like a purple color. I think that'll go well with Zorkel's hair. Make him look super pretty.
Okay, so it'll cost you 5 silver, and you'll
Yeah.
need to come back in 2 hours.
Holy balls.
Sure. Yeah.
Y'all are buying feathers that cost 5 silver right now. You could get a whole pillow for like 2 cop.
The feather was free.
The feather was free.
She's dyeing it
He's
purple
dyeing it to make it pretty for Zorkel.
You have
for
chalk,
5
just
silver.
use chalk and water. Y'all are balling out on some shit. Charlie's got a dagger that looks like a needle for 400 billion gold, and you've got a feather for 30
Okay, no, no,
million
no.
silver.
The dagger that looks like a needle casts mending, which is and returns to his pocket or hand.
I just also think I had a list. I can't decide if I want a bag of holding, honestly. I kind of really do, but I don't know if I I don't know if I want to play Zorkel with one. Like I think it's a little bit better not to have one at the same time. It makes it easy.
So all these
Do you
things
want
are,
to play
you should
Zorkel
be able to
anymore?
find in the items.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Chisel's
it's done.
there,
Cool.
thieves kit, thieves tools. You guys should already have several of them. I think Jackson has like 3
Three what?
sets of thieves
Excellent.
tools.
No, I only have one. I have one blacksmith, one thief.
Okay.
I know we got the thieves tools from looting the vampires, so
So in my items list, even though I have the player's handbook, if I type in thieves, it doesn't show up. Let me actually reset.
you can also
Type
click type on your
tools.
thing and do tools.
Oh, okay. So this search engine is just way different than what I think.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're typing because I type thieves and I get comprehensive equipment manual, Dungeons and Man Mage, Player's Handbook, Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I have 6
I
copies of
probably
thieves
just
tools.
suck at typing. I'm gonna be honest. That's probably it.
Maybe he
Anyway,
spelled thieves wrong.
anyway, rations are easy enough. Disguise kit should also be there. The only thing
Okay.
that's let me see, 1,000 ball bearings
Oh, I'm at 100.
are gold. So if
Oh,
you
1,000. Okay.
only want 100, then it would be a silver.
Okay. I
But
would do
they're pretty
1,000 if
much
I could find
useless.
a bag of holding, I guess. But
It weighs 2 pounds for
oh,
1,000
okay.
ball bearings,
Then I'll take those. Yeah.
and that's you need 1,000 in order to do a 10-foot square and make it difficult terrain.
Okay.
Well,
And that was 1 gold. So
you can also get 10,000, which is 21 pounds. Wooden box with multiple compartments, sliding doors, and a complex internal mechanism with 2
I'll
functions.
just start out with 1,000 and see how that does me. So that's 13.
And I don't know. Yeah, there are no fireworks, although. Oh, actually, they do have them here, don't they? Let's see, how much was it due?
I didn't even look at what it did. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it would just be cool.
Okay, so you know that Scrambles has a wand of fireworks
Yes.
that he can use so many times a day. This fireworks cost you $5, 5 gold, and they weigh half a pound.
Okay. I will
And
maybe
just hope you don't get hit with a fireball while they're in your backpack.
fair.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it would be a good idea for you to have a bag of holding so they don't just catch fire out of nowhere.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So if you guys, Jackson, if you want anything, Scrambles or anybody else, you will have until well, the next half an hour to dig through whatever items you can find, drag them over to your inventory, pay for them. Just
Cool.
watch your weight.
Where are these items being found again? Where are they being found again?
So over to the right, where it has campaign, all the way on the right side of the lists,
Yep.
there's a little
Uh-huh.
bag that says items.
You
And
also want to make sure that you have the right modules loaded.
so
Yeah, I doubt I do.
you can go to your library under modules, and basically the only one you really need is comprehensive equipment. So just type in equip, and you'll see that comprehensive equipment because that has
I'm not worried about it right now.
everything in it. All right.
Somebody's not covering their mouth.
So did you guys say that you wanted to head back to down below?
Yep, the next day we're headed down.
All right. So is there anything else you guys are doing in the afternoon? Anywhere you want to go? Anything else? People you wanted to talk to? Research you wanted to do?
I had a book I wanted to read, I believe. Actually, where did that go?
I have a question for you about the on the page. Like, say for example, my actions page. If I type stuff on the actions page, does it automatically update to you, or does it wait, or what's the deal?
On your actions
Like, on,
page?
yeah,
Uh,
I typed something wrong, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm wondering, can I just undo it by just defaulting to what yours says, or if I fucked it?
no. You messed it up. Although I can put it back with whatever it was, I can probably put it back. And or uh, like number 8, your Wild Rage 8 had some issues with it, and I fixed that already. So if that's what you're talking about,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have a
yeah.
gazillion little tildes in there, and it's still there.
Well, it's on the one on the bottom one there is, but the rest of them it's not there. So I'll
Okay, cool.
fix that at some
All right,
point.
thanks.
There it is. There you go. It's gone now. All right, so I'm pushing you guys just a long
Continue on.
rest. Are you all gonna cram into Toggen's room with all your gear and everything else, where there's not even probably enough room to stand?
I'm gonna get my own room, and I'm also gonna pay
Okay.
for another. How long did we stay for before?
Toggen was the only one who bought a room for more than the night that you slept. He has it for
Toggin,
you guys.
mm,
If
It's not true.
the answer to your question is you were down there for one long rest.
Oh, okay.
we were down there for a day.
Um, I'd like to rent a room for whatever the cost is for like 14 days, or
So
however.
if you're paying for
Yeah.
just the room, then that would be 7 gold. If you're getting food and 3 meals and the room, then it's a 14 gold.
I'll
We
pay
need to buy.
you 9 gold for food tonight and one additional stay on top of the room.
So so
What?
I'm not following that. How many rooms do you want the
Oh,
night for? Do you want the room
uh,
for? How many nights do you want the room for?
14. Let's go 14. Because I don't know how long we're gonna be down there.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's going to cost you, and so it's 7 gold, and then it's 5 silver for food each day. So
Oh,
if you're
okay,
not gonna, if you're not,
easy.
or 14 gold for the whole thing. All right, so
Uh,
Zorkles
I'll do the 7 gold and 5 silver a day.
room.
But you're not going to be there to eat the food. Doesn't make sense. Why are you
Expires.
paying
No.
for food?
He's paying for food for tonight and the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he said a
Which is-
day, which is like, what?
All right, so Taugen has a room till the 24th.
Cool.
To the
Zorkel has
27th.
a room till the 27th.
Scrambles
Perfect.
is going to hand Taugen 5 gold because he's storing his shit in Taugen's room. So he'll give Taugen 5 gold.
Okay. So if you want
Kicking
to
it in my
adjust
right
that,
now.
Taugen.
I am.
Yeah, I have.
So
All right, so
Scrambles is looking at Taugen's armor. And he goes, oh, new armor. That's cool. What does it do? And then you tell me what it does. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And then Toggin tells you what it does. Yeah.
And then everyone goes to sleep and the night passes uneventfully.
all right, so Zorkel, the 3 effects that you have on you go away overnight.
What all effects did I have on? Oh, well, I shouldn't have had my racial stuff still.
Everybody heals. Check your spells. Those of you who can tweak them and want to tweak them.
Mm.
Scrambles, you wake up and you are no longer blinking.
Awesome. I'm glad I didn't pay an assload of gold for that.
All right, your aid spell's gone.
Um.
Yes. Okay. Doggen, did you have a question?
No. I'm guessing Toggin went back to pick up the feather. Um.
All right.
And he's going to share things with the rest of the party that he bought for them. So there is colorful chalk. And I can't change them. Okay.
Oh, I had that book. It's called Gren the Brave that I was.
All right, so you're spending the afternoon reading that?
Yep.
Okay. So are you giving these to certain people and with a story, or are you just saying, dumping it on top of the table and saying, here you go, guys, I got some of this?
Um. So the colorful chalk and the flasks of oil are for scrambles. Unless the rest of the party wants to grab like an oil flask, in which he has more. And then the feather goes to Zorkel. Uh, I see you are no longer wearing stupid green feather. Here, have replacement.
Oh, thank you. No, see.
Stop.
So this dagger that is really cool that we added to do the fixing thing so that we can play arts and crafts. Um,
Stop.
I actually had uh our I had them destroy that feather and they added a returning feature to this dagger for me, so
Yeah.
now it comes back to the
Good.
sheath. Mhm.
Dagger is much better. Feather. That makes
And
you
you see
hungry.
engraved in the close to the hilt where the tang is, there's a feather, green feather that's been engraved on
That's
the blade.
cool. That's cool.
That's pretty
Anyway,
neat.
if you guys want to grab stuff out of the party sheet, uh, so the feather is for Zorkel, the chalk and the oil are for scrambles, and if people want more oil, or at least like an oil for everybody, Toggin has more. Uh, and Micah, I think you can hold shift to grab all 5 in one go.
Yep.
Nice. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Well, Scrambles, you should already have some oil on you. I mean, we got oil flasks way back when.
Yeah, but we
And I have
used
4 of them.
some.
Yeah. They used one, so Toggin went
Okay.
out and bought 12 more.
10,
Uh,
excuse you.
So hitting shift on what portion of it gives me the
uh,
thing?
hold shift and then click like the shield
Oh,
and
there it
drag it.
goes.
Hmm.
Cool. I was doing it on the quantity.
Yeah.
Scrambles will chuck another 5 gold at you. Thank you. Actually, I don't know how much fucking that shit costs. How much does oil cost? Let's look at it.
Not much. It's a
1 silver
silver a
piece.
piece.
Yeah, now I'll throw 2 gold at you. Thank you.
Mm.
I appreciate you doing that.
Oh, hey, Scrambles, by the way, we've Taugen and I were hoping that you would consider this dagger of fixing things a party investment and hope that you would invest back into us because we did split the cost of this to fix those statues that always give us those amazing items and gold and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're
You
splitting it 4
dudes.
ways. What did it cost?
Uh, what was it total? 500, but I had 100 of that out already. We paid 163 each.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
16, yeah.
Then I will give you guys 163 gold. And you guys can decide what you're going to do with it. I had to get my calculator out because I have a weird amount of gold.
Dude, for sure. That's like an
887.
important thing whenever you have like a shopping episode is to also have a calculator up so you
I've
can.
got one pulled up and I'm tracking everything. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, 724. I also just wanted to be stated that Scrambles does have a lot of gold. I'm also the only person who sells things. I'm
Hmm.
constantly killing animals, paying for them to be mounted, and selling things. That's why I have gold, because
Uh,
I collect
Hmm.
everything and sell everything.
so that's
Oh
81
yeah,
gold to the both
I
of us there.
remember we were holding on to a bunch of like metal bars from the
We
smithy
have
down there.
ingots and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
copper.
Is that stuff that you were intending to sell, or is that stuff that you were intending to take back home with you for the
I'm
smithy?
holding them for Charlie. Charlie asked me to
Oh,
put 60 iron ingots into my
oh
bag.
my god.
So I have 60 iron ingots in my
Actually, I
bag
think
of
that was
holding.
Jackson because he wanted to use it for his blacksmith.
Oh, okay, maybe it was
yes.
Jackson then.
Yep. Me.
Well, I have
I'm
60
really
iron
happy.
ingots.
I'm really happy that I have a scapegoat here, but it was me, and it was to have this dagger made. This one that I just bought.
Well, I'm going to dump out 60 iron ingots onto the table and say, hey,
Yeah, you break the table.
you guys can do whatever you want with these, but I don't feel like I should have them anymore. I'm going to go to the party sheet.
Does Jackson have a bag of holding?
Certainly does.
There you
The
go.
first one to have one.
So if you want one, you want them for your blacksmith, then you can drag them over. Just use
There
the
you go.
hold shift when you click the shield and drag it, the red dot, and drag it into your inventory, and it'll do it all at once. And then just put it
Okay.
in your bag of holding and change the weight.
Yeah.
Make sure it's carried, I mean, blank, not carried or equipped. All right, so when you get back the next day and you're ready to head down, you see that there's a square hole has been cut into the platform,
That's funny.
and
What was that for? That could be for
That's a
anything,
fun.
guys. Totally don't know who would have done something like that. Hopefully, it doesn't say my name on it that I wrote in chalk.
so it
Just
costs
write your
you
name on it.
another gold to go down.
Okay. As soon as I get down there, I'm gonna rub my name off of it with the chalk. guess they don't have a way to get the pillar out of here.
That's so funny.
I also told them it was mine, so literally the first thing I did when I got up there, I was like, "Hey, I put a pillar
Why
down
is
there."
it not there? There it is. Okay, I had to click on one of the tokens for it to show up. That's still not showing up. That's weird. I guess something to do with the lighting. Anyway, I'll just click on Zorkel. I click on Zorkel, it shows up. I don't think Toggin has it. See, does he? No, that's why, because he doesn't have his light on him. All right.
Mhm.
So if you want to throw your light on yourself,
Yep, I will do that.
so it looks similar to the way it did before, except now that now you guys have a large pillar standing in the middle of the room. What would you like to do?
This is a nice pillar.
Oh, I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
So
You see the
what
impact
a
craters in the outline of a Zorkel, and Scrambles has been cleared away.
Yeah, where you both fell.
I landed a nat 20 on that roll, so I might have fallen and taken some damage, but I rolled out of it. It was beautiful.
We did. Yep.
All right.
so where do you guys want to go from here? Do we want to backtrace all the way back to that two-headed king statue that we had that ominous vision about? Or do we want to check where these bandit vampires were going about? I'm just
Do
here
we
for the
want?
party.
So I will say
Do we
that
want to find Glub?
Toggin would
Oh,
know that you have stuff to the north that you haven't been to, um,
Mhm.
as well as places to. You did most of that. Did you do all of that? No.
Rebels is gonna yell out to
Yeah, there
Glop.
was a little bit more to the east, south, and east.
Hey, Glop, where are you? Show yourself.
You did not hear
Glop.
anything back.
Okay.
Are there any tracks on the ground that look like they could be goblin tracks?
You did not see any tracks at all.
Uh, well,
Just sand.
rip. He fucking dead.
It doesn't mean he's dead. It just means he's not here.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Mm.
yeah, I say we go to either of those places suggested. I think the two-headed statue thing is a good call. I just
Okay.
feel like exploring areas that we've already been to, maybe we haven't explored 100% of them. I feel like it's a waste of time because we still
Yeah.
need to go to like there's like several layers to this thing, and we know that there's like a bar in here and like a city in here, and
yeah.
just be finding
Mhm.
people. So like going through every drawer is really a waste of time.
Going through every room, that's fine. But like finding all the secrets in every single room
Yeah,
is
it's gonna take us
too hard.
forever to get through
So,
this.
is there any way to open this secret door from this side?
You would presume so.
Okay. Tagan's going to go up here and try figuring it out. He'll
So
like
where are you
wiggle
guys
the shield or
eventually
go what?
headed to?
Two-headed statue? Is that where we're trying to go to?
Is it?
Or do we? I'm
We
game for
can
anything.
go to the north where there's a bunch of rooms that we know are there that we haven't gone through, or we could head to the two-headed statue in
I
which
just want to make more progress on areas that we haven't been to yet. So
I feel like if we have a couple quests and then we got a vision of something about destiny, that those quests might be at that statue. Like, and we should explore there. You know what I mean? But
no,
I
you
might
guys
be wrong.
touched like a weird obelisk thing and it talked in your minds. That's
That's
yeah,
true.
fucking weird. That's not like
That's
a
true.
vision from a god. Might be, but like it also could just be like an evil obelisk putting
Could
thoughts
be
into your
evil eye
mind.
Kevin, you know?
we you push?
Awesome, so much. Thank you so much, Quicksilver Drake, for the uh, sub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly. How we are not subbed already. That's awesome. But thank you so much. An early Christmas present. I'll take it. That's awesome. All right, so you guys are heading north then? Is that what you're doing?
Oh no, I don't know what's north.
Micah was asking for a vote.
We should just push a vote because we cannot make a decision. So
I had the sub for the evil obelisk. Yeah, so Quicksilver Drake wants you to go back to the obelisk, so which is an area that you haven't fully divulged yet either. So
I thought we had explored that area. I mean, Toggen's vote is for the north, but he is open to going anywhere.
I'd vote for the two-headed statue of the king.
all right, Jackson, where do you want to go?
I'm with Scramble, so
Scrambles,
you
okay. And
guys.
Scrambles, you're headed north?
no,
Uh,
two-headed king, wherever that is.
Okay, so that is way to the south. I'll start you. So if you want to close your maps, guys, the easiest way to do it is just close your maps. Everybody close their copy. And then when your maps are closed, I will then reshare it. Zoomed in. Actually, I'm not taking my own advice. Close it. There it is. And I'll reshare it where you guys want. And don't forget, Quicksilver, you earned a bunch of Svenzone particles. So if you want to spend them, feel free. That's what they're there for. All right, so there you go. So you're in the room with the
Two-headed statue.
two-headed statue. You guys have been to the east immediately. You know, that's where the bugbear's ambush was.
And we were to the north, and that was where we met Glob, right?
To the immediate north is Glob and all them. Um, straight to the east is the. So the only place, I'm not sure why you guys. The only place you haven't gone to down here is this way. I don't know why that's black. Shouldn't be black.
That's the way I've been trying to go.
Okay, well let's go that way. Scrambles isn't gonna check for traps or anything. He's just fucking walking.
Haven't we also not gone through the doorway in the bottom right of the room?
No, I
Nope,
think that
you've been
dead
there.
end.
You can go. You can
Yeah.
move yourself there. You can see where it is.
Scrambles is gonna draw a chalk over here.
So
Is there
options.
chalk on the wall from where Scrambles was last time in this hallway that tells me which way I've been or not been?
In that hallway, no.
Okay.
The secret door, yes.
Oh, hey, if those are stairs, do we want to go down
Jackson did not.
here first?
Okay.
What
No.
did
Well,
Jackson do?
Do you want to go ahead and type /DIE 1D 10,000 for us, Reno?
Sure.
Are they stairs up or stairs down?
Down.
What was it again?
/DIE space 1D 10,000.
That's another long hallway. I think we should go with this.
98, 93. Impressive.
It's a really high number.
Wow. Okay. That's not good work. All right, so we're checking the book. Our table of 10,000 possible choices.
I mean,
Death by 1,000 cuts.
He said, that's not good, and all I thought was bees.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome to Applebee's. Do you want the apples or the bees?
It's apple base. Other
Welcome to Applebee's. You want the apples or the bees?
Interesting.
bridge days.
So, wow.
When the general manager's saying, "Wow, we're in trouble,"
The one
Well,
you
he's also
rolled,
laughing, so
the one you rolled is the moon explodes.
Stop. Stop.
well, that would kill off the entire Earth. So
So we're not gonna have it be that one.
wait, you
Sorry,
don't
roll
want a
again.
mass extinction
How many
event?
moons are there? I mean,
Exactly.
If
we're
you were
also like on an
outside,
island
then I might
underground.
mess
We're
with
in a
that a little bit. But the
very
fact
quick
that you
hit for the moon to explode.
and that's it. There's no explanation, nothing else. Just a moon explodes.
Wow.
So
We just go back up to utter chaos and everyone's dead.
so
I mean, we're underground. Would we notice?
No, there's no way. We're like a mile
When we
underground.
died, we'd notice.
all right.
Why would we die? There's no large body of water, nothing. I mean, we would just be underground. It's the best scenario. We're bunkers.
Theoretically, a piece of the moon could like hit it and like collapse this cave, but like,
Okay.
Did it roll again?
No, I'm good. You roll as with every time somebody redeems the magic surge, and that was I didn't see who that was thanks to.
that was thanks to Lord Cinder in chat.
Okay. You roll once, I roll once, and I look at the two and determine which one's going to work better.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Once you
did you
roll.
go around the bottom?
That's Percy's.
I
Percy
peeked.
thing.
I'm sorry, I peeked this
Okay.
farther.
And a javelin comes out of nowhere and hits.
Yeah, it's me throwing it at him for wandering around.
All right, and I need this. Okay.
Watch me just get pinned to the wall with another javelin. My shit.
All right. You see a long hallway. I was just curious if anybody walked down it.
Nope. Alright.
I thought you said we already went down that way.
No. It's just a long hall. We haven't been.
Stairs.
We
Isn't
went
stairs?
down to the other side.
If you're this goes right to here where you already been.
Yeah.
Oh. Then maybe we. Did, okay. Maybe we did.
Anyway,
There you go, circle. Oh, do it to you too. Maybe.
Oh.
There we go.
Nice.
See? So it's just a little loopy. All right. So
throwing
this
Steve for a
is
loop.
a long hallway, and it's taking you down, and it looks like you're going to go to the next level if you head down.
Mhm. Do it.
Rambo takes a marking on the corner here, and then keeps going down.
All right. Here
How
it is.
many stairs do you guys think? Are you guys calves burning? My calves.
All right. So you
No,
guys
get
are headed.
better at walking.
I just want to make sure of one last thing. Hmm. Okay. So, Jackson, give me a percentile. you kidding me right now?
If it says destroys the moon again, I
Yeah. Yeah, the game really wants to destroy the moon.
Changes the entire campaign because the world just kind of goes to crap.
So many people from Starfinder come zipping in to time savers to save us.
There you go. I have definitely considered doing a crossover event more than once, and I have not completely ruled it out at this point. I listened to a podcast where they did that with their Starfinder characters. Went into a VR experience and played D&D. All right, so you guys escape. Times 8 5. All right, so you end up here. Let me. Oh, I just gotta finish one last thing. Sorry, guys. Escape. All right, so talking, you know how that this turns, turned again, and you end up walking to the south, toward the south. Oh, perfect. That's where how you guys are lined up right now, anyway. Take a Control Z. Play. Move. Jackson. Zorkel. Talking and scrambles. All right, so we're moving maps.
I should exit out of the old map.
Yes, if you want to.
Mhm.
Waiting for it to show up on the stream. There it is. What's going on? There we go. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
We are paying him lots of attention.
The
And
wizard.
so you see a long hallway in front of you as the stairway continues to the south. And this is where we will leave it. So next week is the 28th? 29th. 29th. How are we looking for next week? Did we want to take a break for next week? People got plans, or are we good for next 29th?
I should be good to play.
I think
I'm
I'm
good.
good for 20.
All right, and Micah and Reno, you said something I didn't hear you. And Micah, what'd you say?
I'm good.
I
All right.
said I think it should be fine.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, so I don't know if um, Godwin will be back next week or the week after, but he is involved with work stuff, so he is still around, and we'll pick it up here next week. So you guys got a bunch of gear tonight, got some new stuff. Thank you so much for the follow there, Quicksilver. Yeah, Quicksilver Drake. I do use percentile a lot. I like percentiles, so I had to roll a lot, and for me, it's always low. You always want low. The lower, the better. I think now there's a couple times when the system will, Fantasy Grounds will have you roll, and it's who knows what they want, but for me, it's always low. the lower the better for the party. So I just think it gives you more variety than a 20 sider or a 12 or any of those. So anyway, thanks again. Appreciate you guys. Uh, come back next week, same time, 6 to 9. And if you want to see how they got here, check it out on the U's and the Tubes. Um, you can see this is a Dean the Svenzone. This is the 71st episode that we've had. We've come a long way. Started with just Micah and Reno, and went through some craziness. Uh, most of our quotes are from this campaign, so check it out when you have time. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a Merry Christmas, guys, and we'll see you next week. Say
Happy
goodnight.
holidays,
Night,
everybody.
guys.
Have a
Good
good
night,
night,
guys.
guys.
Happy holidays.